Hi Libra, and welcome to your timeless relationship profile reading. This is the Dream Medium. So before we get started, Libras, I do hope that each and every one of you have been doing well and trying to stay safe. So this video is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Venus. We're going to be talking about what happens in the past, what's happening presently, and what will happen in the future between you and your love interest. Past, present, and future reading for Libra and their love interest. Past, present, and future reading for Libra and their love interest. So this is your past. You have the Empress. You have the Two of Swords. You have the Page of Cups. This is your present. You have the Moon, Four of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. And then I'm just going to take your future spread and we'll put it over here. Once we're done talking about your past and your present, then we'll talk about what's going to happen in the future between the two of you. So starting with your past, what happens in the past between you, Libra, and your love interest? Like I said, you have the Empress, Two of Swords, Page of Cups. Clarify the Empress. King of Swords. Four of Swords. Ooh, the World. Okay. That World card really wanted to come out. So the Empress, this is a provider. This is someone who is very stable. This is, I always say the Empress is such a powerful energy to embody because the Empress is so well balanced. You know, and she makes sure to provide stability to others. In clarity of the Empress, you do have the King of Swords. So there's heavy, oh my goodness, there's heavy resentment that I'm picking up from this King of Swords. And it's almost like envy. It's almost like your person. Remember, this is general. So if I say that, you know, you did something and you know you didn't, and it was your person who did it, that's absolutely fine. Just like, you know, reverse the roles and apply it to your situation if it's resonating. But yeah, with the King of Swords, this is like heavy resentment and envy that I'm picking up from your person, where in the past they were very unhappy and envious that you were happy. The King of Swords, the thing here with the King of Swords is, I feel like your person really sucks at communication because they never really told you how they truly felt for you. And this person has a lot of love. It's just something about how they show it. And I am seeing something about their childhood, to be honest. I feel like the home that they grew up in, they didn't get a lot of affection. Oh my God, it's so easy to read this person. Like, I'm not even trying to, but I am seeing their childhood, and I'm not saying this to, you know, ask you to pity them, no, but there's a reason as to why we are the way that we are, why we love the way that we love, and a lot of times is because of how our parents or our relatives really raised us, right? And so I feel like with their childhood, they grew up in a home where affection was not shown often. And so this is a person who often has a hard time expressing or even showing how, not expressing as well as communicating how they feel about you. But they certainly have so much love for you to the point where I feel like it turned them very frustrated when they were unable to be with you. And now that they have lost you, it's making them very bitter, really, to simply put it. In clarity of the Empress, you do have the Four of Swords. So, like I said, this person has, oh, excuse me, I was just eating some chips, and 1 second, let me get a drink of water. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know, like I just got this weird feeling in my throat. No, I'm not sick. But maybe this is, we were talking about their communication skills, right? And how they're not the best at that. So we'll just take that as confirmation. But yeah, with the Four of Swords, this is them having to deal with a lot of like turmoil, and like I said, I don't want you guys to blame yourselves for what happened, because this person has always struggled with this issue. Like I said, it's a childhood issue that sort of carried on into their adult life. But the Four of Swords is saying that this situation that happened between the two of you, it really forced your person to sit down, reflect on their past, especially their past, sit down and reevaluate their entire life. And this person realized that they have hurt a lot of people because of this one trauma, this one childhood trauma. This is them having flashbacks. This is them, reflecting on past connections, past relationships. And there was like that light bulb moment that happened. I see them really having that light bulb moment, and they're like, I have a problem. I have a serious problem. And if I don't overcome this, if I don't heal from this, I'm gonna keep on destroying my own life. So that's the biggest lesson, and I'm glad that this person learned that lesson. In Clarity of the Empress, you have the World card. So this person, what I'm seeing is, in the past, all of this happened, right? That I just really ranted. But with the World card, because of that moment of realization, they now try to rectify, okay? They try to go back to the past and to fix their mistakes, especially to help those who they hurt, like yourself. So this reading is going to be very juicy. I'm very, very excited to look more into it. Clarify the Two of Swords. You have the Justice, Five of Cups, Judgment. So the Two of Swords, this is a person who's trying to make a decision, but they just can't. They're conflicted. They feel like there's still something that they don't know, or something that's hidden from them, and it's blocking them from making a final choice. In Clarity of the Two of Swords, you have the Justice. So the Justice is all about fairness. It's all about restoring balance. In Clarity of the Two of Swords, look at this, Five of Cups. Didn't I just say, and it was really my intuition that revealed to me that this person is really trying to fix their wrongs and apologize and help heal those that they have hurt in the past. And these cards really just confirms what I said, because like I said, the Two of Swords here, this person is very conflicted, or at least in the past, because this is all about the past, right? This person was conflicted because this is someone who, of course, realized that they could have easily moved on and not give a care about what they did in the past or who they hurt in the past. But it was that guilt. It was that, like I said, that light bulb moment where they realized, man, I do have a problem. And I'm so sorry that because of my unwillingness to accept my traumas and to heal from them, I ended up hurting so many people. This is them being unable to move forward, and them with the World card, them wanting to go back to the past and correct their mistakes and restore balance, fairness, because they realized that they treated you wrong. In Clarity of the Two of Swords, here you go, Five of Cups. Here's the thing about your love interest, Libra. With the Five of Cups, this is a person who knows that they don't have a chance with you. okay? They just know it because of the damage that they caused. They're like, I would be shocked if this person even wanted me back because I've ruined my chances, right? I always tease and I say the Five of Cups is a person who's crying over spilled milk. They're mourning. I mean, these 3 cups have spilled over. So they get it, okay? They're not necessarily wanting you to welcome them back into your life with open arms. But what they are wanting to do is at least build something with you where the 2 of you will at least be courteous, okay, with one another, or acquaintances, or where if the 2 of you were to cross paths in the future, there won't be any, resentment. The 2 of you will be able to speak with one another, be cordial with one another, and continue living your life. So with this Five of Cups, it's like they know that romantically they may not have a chance with you, but with the 2 of Cups, it's like if I can at least apologize and get to a mutual understanding with them where I've been forgiven and I've apologized to them, and if we were ever to cross paths, we wouldn't have a problem with greeting each other, or if they were ever to need my help, they know that, if they call, I wouldn't hang up, or if I needed help and I asked them for help, they wouldn't hang up on me. You know what I'm saying? So there's beauty in this with the Five of Cups. There's beauty in them accepting their faults, number one, but also accepting that, hey, I may have lost my chance, any romantic chances to be with my Libra, but I just want the resentment to go away. I just want to free them from the burdens that I put them through. Lastly, in clarity of the 2 of Swords, you have the Judgment. So I do really feel like this person, because they're taking things into their own hands because they don't want to continue that reckless path that they were on. Where they were hurting people who only wanted to love them. But they do realize that the final decision really lies in your hand. Are you going to forgive them, or are you going to reject them? And that's really what the Judgment here is saying. And they realize that they don't have control over that because they were the ones, you were the victim. So I just like how this person is really taking responsibility. Clarifying the Page of Cups, you have the 3 of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. So Page of Cups, pages representing communication, cups representing an offer, but this is not really like it's an offer, but I feel like what I'm also hearing is that it's an idea that they want to communicate to you. Like this person knows that you probably don't want anything to do with them, but if the 2 of you can at least just be courteous, let go of that resentment. So it's like them sort of trying to give you this idea, like what if, because they're nervous when it comes to you. So the Page of Cups is like, let me just go and test Libra out and see, I'm not going to give them this cup. I'm not going to just spring this onto them because I know they're going to reject me. But if they can just get this idea of forgiving me and the 2 of us just moving forward, that's at least progress. In clarity of the Page of Cups, you do have the 3 of Pentacles. I actually want to look into this 3 of Pentacles because typically the 3 of Pentacles is an outside influence on a relationship, death. Oh, wow. Okay, so what I'm hearing is for some of you, you could have just gotten out of a relationship and they know it because they've been keeping tabs on you. For others of you who were not in a connection, the Death card is saying that your person just got out of a connection and they're free. If there was any third party who was having an influence on this connection, you don't have to worry about them anymore because they're gone, okay? So in clarity of the Page of Cups, you do have the Six of Wands. So this is all the obstacles that they see standing in the way of getting to a positive, I guess, I don't know what to call it, a connection. It's like they're not necessarily asking you for a relationship. I mean, if you are still interested in them, then yes, they would be very open to it, but they feel like you're not, Libra, that you wouldn't be open to that. So right now it's like, if we can just get on common grounds and just forgive each other, especially for them to forgive me, I will be so happy. But the Six of Wands is them feeling like it's going to be tough to get to that place with you, because they did a lot of stuff in the past that really formed these blockages that's preventing them from getting to you. Next, you have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, this is you. I feel like in the past, you had no idea that any of this was even going on. The Eight of Swords is telling me that you were still holding on to this connection. I feel like even if there was a physical separation, emotionally, you were still connecting with them. You were still tied to them. So isn't it interesting how this person was sort of thinking, you know what, Libra's not going to want anything to do with me, and, you know, yada, yada, yada. And here you are, Libra, still trying to fight off that love that you have for them. So next, we're going to look at your present. What happened, or what is happening presently between you and your person of interest? You have the Moon, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Moon. Queen of Swords. Two of Pentacles. So the Moon is saying that something's hidden, or there's like a secret. You want to know what I'm hearing with the Moon? What I just heard is the secret here is that the two of you want the same thing, but you're using different approach. So like, you know, you're using a different approach and they're using a different approach, but the two of you want the same thing. The Moon card, this is how I interpret the Moon card very often. Notice how, you know, you have these two wolves, one is yellow, one is brown. There's like a yellow boundary separating them. But they're looking at the same thing, okay? They're looking at the sun being covered up by the moon. So I just feel like it's the fact that they're both looking at the same thing, despite them being separated, is saying they're both wanting the same thing, but they don't know it. They like, you didn't know that this person is still in love with you, and they didn't know that you're still in love with them. And currently, the two of you, deep down, the two of you are wanting the same thing, but there's a different approach. Your approach being the Queen of Swords, you're hurting. You are resenting this person, and your feelings are very much valid, Libra. I don't blame you for being this way, because your person, the fact that they're taking accountability is saying that they know that they really did mess up. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very cutting, someone who's very can be very cold, very mean. But the thing is, she is this way because she is hurt. That's why she's holding this sword up and waiting for that same person who hurt her to come towards her so that she can give them a piece of her mind. That's why she's in this position. In clarity of the moon, you have the Two of Pentacles. This is your person's approach, where they're taking a really big risk to come towards you, because they know, and didn't I say it? I said it in your past. I said they know their biggest goal is to just relieve the tension between the two of you, because they know that there's resentment from your end. With the Two of Pentacles here, the Two of Pentacles is typically a person who's juggling, but I feel like what they're juggling is trying to get to a good place with you versus what they really want to do, which is to give you their pentacle. They want a commitment with you. Like I said, the two of you are both in love with each other, but you know, you Libra, you're kind of resenting them and you're holding that back. But this person really, truly, if you are interested in them, they will give you a pentacle. But like I said, with the 5 of Cups, they know that they've lost that chance. So it's like, okay, let me at least offer some kind of, you know, friendship, or we can be an acquaintance, or anything that will get this person to forgive me and to heal and to let go of the damage that I caused them. 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Ooh, what is this? Ace of Swords. So the 4 of Wands, this is redemption. I do want to say this example. I know I say it very often, but this is my understanding. This is, if you look closely, this is actually this couple. They're getting married. They're celebrating their wedding day. But they're showing us these 4 wands to say, you know what? We're getting married, but it wasn't easy getting here. We had a lot of obstacles standing in our way. But because we were able to overcome those obstacles, we managed to not only redeem ourselves, but redeem this connection. Oftentimes, the 4 of Wands does represent a commitment or marriage. In clarity of the 4 of Wands, you have the 3 of Cups. Rarely do I ever see the 3 of Cups as something positive, because very often the 3 of Cups represents a third-party situation. But that is not the case in this specific spread. The 3 of Cups is representing a celebration. The 3 of Cups is a very straightforward card. It could either represent a third-party situation or a celebration. Sometimes it can even represent like gossiping, but what I'm seeing for your specific spread is that the 3 of Cups is saying there will be a celebration. And then what did I just say about this? Marriage, reconciliation, redemption. That's beautiful. Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is something that is worth fighting for. And I just really believe that despite the two of you having a different approach in this situation, at the end of the day, deep down, the both of you really believe that this connection is worth fighting for. Despite the resentment, despite their wrongdoings, especially you, Libra, and if you're not feeling this way, because this is your present, but this is general. So for some of you, if this hasn't happened, very, very soon it will, because it's still your present. There will come a time, if this hasn't happened already, where you will see how sincere this person is, and you will forgive them, and you will see that this connection is something that's worth fighting for, because you'll see just how passionate this person was to come back to you. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. 3 of Swords. King of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles, this is your person giving you a pentacle. This is what I see. They're going to come towards you, right? They're going to be kind of scared of you because they know that you are this Queen of Swords. It's going to take some time for you to let them in. And I love that, right? Because you don't just want to let anybody back into your life. You need to make sure that they're sincere, which you will see. I feel like it's going to take a lot of time though, which is fine, because this person's really, really, really patient when it comes to you in this connection. After some time, I see the two of you being friends again. You know, just casual friends, you know, and then boom, those romantic feelings that you once had for each other. I mean, it's always been there, but I feel like you were suppressing it. You're going to feel comfortable to show it, to show your love to them. And that's what's going to make them feel like, you know what, I actually didn't lose my chance. I actually didn't lose my chance. And look, 3 cups spilled over. But if this individual can just be optimistic and turn around, they'll notice that there's still 2 cups standing tall. And that's exactly what your person's going to realize, if they haven't already, that they have not completely lost you. And that little offer that they're trying to, you know, kind of get you to take and act like, oh, you know, it's just something small. If you and I can just start talking, you know, just friends, and, you know, boom, it's going to turn into a pentacle. And pentacles, I always say pentacles are the most valuable things in tarot because pentacles represents abundance. So when a person offers you a pentacle in a love reading, they're really offering you a serious commitment. They're offering you stability. Pages represents communication. This person, as they see you get more and more comfortable with them, that's when they will be comfortable to express this love that they have always had for you. In clarity of the Page of Pentacles, you have the Three of Wands. So this is you with the Three of Wands, turning your back on everything from the past between the two of you and saying, you know what, it's time for me to look towards the future and focus on now, the present, instead of still holding on to things from my past. So I just feel like with the Three of Wands, this is you releasing and letting go of resentment. You know, anything that was making your heart heavy and making it hard for you to forgive this person. In clarity of the Page of Pentacles, you have the Three of Swords. So this person did hurt you in the past, Libra. And I'm not shocked that the Three of Swords came out, because remember what came out in your past, Three of Pentacles, and I said typically that's an outside influence. And I told you, I said for some of you that is representing that you just got out of a connection, or that they just got out of a connection, or they got out of a connection in the past, right? The Three of Swords is saying for the majority of you that is the case, where this third influence, whoever this is, this could be a romantic third party that they were dealing with. This could even be like their relative, like a mother or sibling that was negatively influencing this connection. It's over. The Death card said it's done with, it's over. So the fact that the Three of Swords is coming out now in your present is saying that was what you were having a hard time letting go of. That betrayal from an outside influence. That's what you were having a hard time releasing and healing from. But the Three of Wands is saying you are putting that behind right now. Lastly, you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, I absolutely love this card, because when the King of Pentacles has his eyes on you, it is guaranteed that he's not looking at anybody else. I always say the King of Pentacles, when he gives you a pentacle, it's because he has really sat down and made up his mind, and he's sticking to it, that you are the one that he wants to give his offer to. And I just feel like this is your person, Libra. This is your person feeling so secure in their decision to the point where they will not allow another outside influence to come into this connection and confuse them. So first of all, that was very, very beautiful. This story was beautiful. Despite the pain, I do hope that you take lessons from this experience. We will be talking about your future. We will reveal the future spread in the extended reading. The extended reading is $4.99. It can be viewed on my website. The link to my website is in the description box. So you guys, once again, this is general. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Like I said, the roles can be switched or reversed. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. Also, oops, I almost forgot. Since this is a general reading, if it resonated and you want a private reading where we're going to look into your personal situation and talk about what happened between the two of you, you're also welcome to book a private reading with me on my website. Like I said, the link is in the description box. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. You guys, please be safe out there. Thank you so much for your support, and have a great day.